Alright, welcome back. The first thing I'm going to go over is junctioning. There are 4 different tabs up here that you can click. Junction, off, auto, and ability. Off just removes all your magic or all your GFs and magic. Auto, it lets the game automatically junction to either magic, attack, or defense, whichever one you choose, and the game will junction to what it thinks is best. Ability, that's how you get magic, defense, or magic item and draw, all that stuff. Junction is magic. The magic tab is where you can junction all your spells to. That's how you get all your strength or vitality up, which is defense and all that stuff. So if you go over to the left, you'll see elemental attack and elemental defense, and furthermore to the left is status attack and status defense. That's useful for stuff like if you have 100 sleep spells and you junction them to status attack, then chances are your enemy is going to fall asleep when you attack him, so that's useful stuff. Now, when we head back to Balamb, you're gonna have to... Quistis tells you to go to your dorm and change, which is what we're not gonna do, because first off, we're gonna grind some AP and grind some card game playing stuff in order to get my strength up to a high enough, really high percentage this early in the game. So go up to this terminal and go to the library first. There's a spell there and a book you're gonna want. So in the library, go to this rightmost shelf over here in the left, and you'll find an Occult Fan 1. And you can sell that for a lot of money this early in the game. It has no purpose. And furthermore to the left you'll find an Asuna draw point. What that does is it cures all status alignments like poison and blind. So that's a useful spell that you're going to want to have. So leave the library, come back to the terminal here in the middle and go to the cafeteria. The reason why we're going to the cafeteria is to win a card from one of your instructor's groupies, I guess we'll call them. It's a rare card. It's the Quistis Truck card, and it's rare because, well, it's a person and it has a letter instead of numbers, which I'll explain in a few seconds here. So just press square to challenge anyone to a card game. Challenge the guy in the back because he's a truck follower. So after you get into the card game, there are many different trade rules. One just happens to be my default. So pick whatever cards you want. How this game works is the cards have 4 numbers in the top left corner, and wherever he plays a card, if you have a number that can overpower whatever number they have, but first you have to put the card next to their card. Like my 6 overpowers his 5, but my 2 doesn't overpower his 6, so that's why I couldn't put the Ether card on top of him, because the 6 was the only thing that could overpower his card. So, like, my 5 overpowered his 2, but I couldn't put the card on top because that 2 didn't overpower the 9, which he takes back, but don't worry about it, because if you play smart and you look before you set your cards up, then this game gets really easy. It just takes forever to get a certain amount of cards that you want for magic or items, whatever. So we got the Quistis card, and if you notice the A that she has in the bottom, that's because A overpowers anything and nothing can beat the A, so that's why it's rare and it's very useful against other cards because nothing can beat the A, and it's kind of a trump card. And you're going to want to challenge this old man here, and why is because he has the Abyss Worm card. You're going to want 5 of those, and the reason why is because they refine into windmills, which you can refine into 100 tornado spells if you get 5. So teach Quizzicato card first of all, and then after it learns card, it'll learn, you can teach it card mod. So what card mod does is it turns cards into items, and you also want to teach it T-Magic Refine, which can turn items into lightning or wind magic. So after you have your windmills, you can turn them into wind magic, which is 100 tornadoes if you got 5 Abyss Worms, because 5 cards equals, I think, 1 windmill, and 1 windmill equals 20 spells. So if you have 5 cards, you turn 5 of them into 5 windmills, and then 5 of those into 100 tornadoes. So it's pretty useful. So just run around on this beach, you're gonna find these guys. They always come in pairs, and they give you 6 AP. This is probably the best place to grind AP this early on in the game. It's really helpful if you're learning abilities and stuff. Their weakness is the lightning. After you hit them with enough damage, they're gonna come out of their skeleton, and you can do more damage to them. So just keep attacking them with Quizzicato, and like that, they'll come out of the ground. And after a while, when you beat them, they give you 6 AP, and Quizzicato will learn card and card mod, and T-Magic Refine. Now I just skipped all my grinding. I learned all of it. I only went up 2 levels. So use card mod on the 5 Abyss Worms that we got earlier, and refine them into 5 windmills. Then use T-Magic Refine to refine the 5 windmills into 100 tornado spells, which we're going to junction to Squall Strength. And the reason being is that it's going to take his strength up a lot, to 68 I believe. So that's really helpful this early in the game, and it skyrockets. And that's another thing that makes junctioning really useful in this game, and makes it also really easy. So junction all 100 tornadoes takes up to 66, which is a big leap from 18, which is where you started off at. And that's it. Good luck.